Hi everyone, so today I have a really sweet set that Diamond Press just brought out for HSN that I've been looking forward to checking out because I was able to see a little sneak peek of it a little while back and I'm super excited that it is now here. So this is paper dolls, and Diamond Press did send these free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So let's check this out because it does say that it's pop out dies and stamps. And then, of course, it's called paper dolls, like I said. So let me open this up. Oh, I'll say it feels different. Oh, you know why? Because there's a ton of stamps, so it felt like nice. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, look at the little characters. The dresses you can see on there, little outfits, little tops, looks like bathing suits, bikinis possibly. Let's check this out. This girl right here is giving me breakfast at Tiffany's right here. Look at her. Little Audrey Hepburn there. Vibes. Let me open this up. Oh my gosh, you guys. Just look at, I mean, this is something totally different in my opinion for Diamond Press. This is very artsy, very cool. I mean, look at the lettering on this. Okay, we're going to check that out in just a minute. But of course, it comes with your cutting folder for your marquee. If you do not have a marquee, you just need to cut these dies through any machine that cuts thin metal dies, and vice versa. You can use other thin metal dies in the marquee. You guys, look at this! Okay, so we have our little gal, and then they have her in different, get-ups and things here. So we have with her arms down, with the arm up here, and they're showing like, okay, if you want to pair it with the gloves and like that pencil skirt kind of dress. Oh my gosh. This is, I think, her basic without, yeah, this is without anything, what they're showing there. She's wearing like a little bathing suit, a little bikini type under garment. And then a beautiful little dress. You have a headband on that one with the pearls also, and this one has the pearls, the gloves, and the dress, of course. This one has like a little dress, very old school feel with the top. This is adorable. Oh my gosh. And the skirt, and then it has a little band, and her little bow. Look at a little hair bow. That is so cute. And then this one here, it has, ooh, this one's a two-piece dress with the skirt, and then the top there. You have your purse. Oh my gosh. How cute. Okay, the shoes are on the character there. Oh, there's like a little something here. Right here and there. And position this so we can go down in here so I can just hold these down. Look at this. Oh my gosh, the apron like type dress, and then that skirt. It was the skirt from like over here that they just paired up with this guy. This one has her little kind of undergarment looking outfit, don't you think? So cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. And this one just kind of very old school bathing suits. You have your one pieces, you got your two piece. That is adorable. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I mean, I'm really drawn towards making one that's kind of like this one here, but who knows once we get to everything. So, okay, so we have all our pieces here that you're seeing that we saw kind of in the inspo sheet there. And then we have all the dies. For even, the headband, the little headband with like a little kerchief kind of look. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so we have those. And then let's check this out. So these are our sentiments down here. You see it has like, the thing about being vintage is that it never goes out of style. Happy birthday. That's pretty cute. Bestie, a ride or die friend, a partner in crime who has seen you at your worst and helps you be your best. Oh, that's so adorable. Look at this. And there's still some more of the outfits here. And then again, I mean, all of these, the wording, and as you can see here, they kind of cut it up, so it's very artsy. My goodness. And then that's the one I just read. Happy birthday, may you live to be so old that your driving terrifies people. Hello, you're pretty great, keep it up. Forget two peas in a pod, we're more like two nuts in a tree. Don't let aging get you down. It's too hard to get back up. Always be the leading lady in your own life. Happy birthday, life is better with friends, glad you're mine. I mean, there's just... Sometimes I amaze myself. Other times I can't remember what day it is. That's me right now. Too funny. Oh my gosh. Always laugh when you can. It is cheap medicine. May your birthday be filled with joy and wine. That's a good one too. Lots of other sentiments. I just kind of read a few. So what I'm going to do is not grab a card base yet. What I'll do is get some marker paper, some markers and those kind of things, inks. So we'll stamp out what we're going to be doing, and then we'll go from there. So I have this marker paper. Of course, use whatever paper you need for what you're doing. You're doing something water-based, you definitely want some kind of like art paper, if not watercolor paper, but something that'll help you with that. And I'm going to use this character, and I'm going to go ahead and do that little dress, the one with like the apron kind of top that's built in. I really love that look. And I think I'm going to pair it with this geometric background die that I had cut out for that review, because I think that'll be really great. So I'm putting her here, and if her dress fits here, I'll do that too. I'm just going to put whatever I can put on this. I'm going to use my black ink from this set, and if you guys remember in the review of these inks, they can be used with alcohol ink markers really well. So I'm just going to ink this up, and if I have to do it again, I'll do that. Just making sure I have that. And that's why I'm using a stamping press. Also, it's kind of close to this blue magnet. I know that blue magnet's a little thick when I use clear stamps. Yeah, her little feet. Don't want to, there we go. See if I can get it a little closer. Very good. Okay, and then I think the next thing is her dress. So I'll get this on here. So you have this guy. Maybe I'll put it here. Actually, I want to see how much margin we have on this die. Oh, they are right on. That's so good. Okay, so I have room to put this guy right there. And okay, well, let me arrange the stamps that I want to use, and I'll be right back. Okay, it looks like for these, and you know what I'm doing here, I just need this top part and then this skirt. If you want to put something in her hair, of course we have other little pieces. I mean, there's even a little flower by itself. There's the gloves. I mean, there's just tons of, oh, look at this one, little bow, things you can do. But okay, I'm just going to stamp these guys out, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, so they're stamped nice and dry, so I think I'm ready to color them in a little bit. I'm just going to place this down here. Just because when you use alcohol ink markers, you're supposed to color so much that it goes through. And that's not a sign of the paper or anything like that. That's just typical what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to saturate your paper that much that the ink goes through. So just something to keep in mind. So for me, I'm going to color in her legs and everything, obviously her shoes and her hair. I'm not going to take the time to color, you know, this in, but if you wanted to, you can definitely do that. Basically, her arms are going to be showing, and then from her, you know, décolletage here up, and then her legs just down here. So, as far as skin color, I'm going to use neutral light and neutral medium. I use these all the time. I really like these colors together. Well, they go together, obviously, but for skin tones. And you can bring in the dark too, but I just pretty much stick to these two colors here. And I'm going to try to leave her area, like in her eyes, white. So I'm just going to bring this in and just go in here. And then the area that's her eyes, just leave it white. But if you happen to go in there, what you can do is just bring a gel pen and color that in, or use the blender and take it out. Whatever it is that you would like. I think I need about that much. And then, you know, her upper arm. So of course you can do the whole thing if you need to know that it's colored all inside and everything. But for me, that doesn't bother me. So I'm just go down here. Oh, her hands are very like Barbie hands. And I'm going to go ahead and take them a moment to do the medium. Generally I do one area at a time, so right now I just kind of went into this. All I'm doing is going into the areas that would need a little shadow. And then I go back to the light tone and I bring that down. Sometimes I'll go ahead and do the lip color, like, not lip color, but her cheeks at the same time, and then just blend that through just to get some of that pink blended out with this. But I might do that later. Okay, so I'm not sure. I guess you could come back in once you have her clothes on, so you know kind of where her shadow might be from the clothing if you want to do that. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with her legs, this bottom area, and I'll be right back. So the next thing, you know, I didn't really pick a color for her lips, but maybe this coral color would be. I'm using the very bullet nib here. Just adding a little color. And if you want to do cheeks, you can do a little, you know, a little something, a little blush in there. But I'm gonna leave it that way, and her teeth are white, and that's good. And then as far as hair, I'm gonna start with, oh, where's chocolate? Uh-oh, where is chocolate light? Is it this one? Yeah. I'm just gonna go in here. And Cheery has shadows in her hair, so I'm just taking this chocolate light and still leaving some of the areas lighter. And then I'm probably just gonna go in with the medium and add a little bit kind of in these areas where it's already darker. They kind of made it very easy to color because that's already depicted for you. And I'm gonna go back through with the light. I'm not even gonna use the dark chocolate color. And this time I will hit all the different areas. I left some areas white so that they'd be lighter when I do come back through with the light. And I think that's it for her hair. Very easy to color. Her shoes are going to coordinate back with her dress, so I'll do those in just a minute. But her skirt, I think I'm going to do all coral. So I have coral dark, coral medium, and coral light. And I'll do the same thing with like her little band here and her. I'm just going to use the inspo from the sheet. Oh, I hope I was in frame. I just realized. I think I was. Okay. So this guy, again, I'm just going to do the whole thing. And if you want some movement, I mean, you can leave some areas white and some not, however you want to do it. Now I am going to use the 3 colors, so I'm going to go into coral dark and just kind of, yeah, I don't know where the dark area might be there. I'll just leave it like that. And then medium. And then I'll blend it all back through with the light. And that's just kind of how I do it, guys. And sometimes I do circular motions. Sometimes I just kind of go straight up and down. Sometimes I leave some areas white. It just depends what you're doing and how artsy you want to be with it, or, you know. These little bits where I got out of here, I can just bring my blender and just kind of push it back. And what a blender does, it doesn't really blend the colors for you. It erases it. It gets rid of it. It's just basically the alcohol that's in the pens without color. So when you use that, it pushes the color through to the underside of the paper is all it does. So you would just kind of hold it there and let that disappear. So I'm going to do the same thing with these guys, just using, you know, the different colors, and I'll be back. Done. And so what I'm going to do is just take my pieces here. It looks like this one. We'll cut both of those. I do want to make apertures because I want to make sure that I'm cutting them like really nicely around the lines, or around there. Let's see here. So what I mean by that is I'll take this and trim that. And I'm going to do the same thing for all of them, even the tall figure. And what I'm going to do is take this and a scrap of paper. And you can hold on to the scrap for later if you want to. That way you don't have to make an aperture every time. But let's say I'm going to put the aperture down here. So what I'm going to do is roll this through. Sorry, it's a little tight on the video here. Okay. So I'm just going to roll this through with a scrap of paper. And now if you want to, sorry, I was going to talk about drop shadows, but that's not important for this one. Okay, so we're going to take this off. And we have this little thing we can just hold on to it, I guess. And then what I do is I bring this over and I will look through this and I will do the exact same thing. Ooh, look at that, you guys. Oh, I love it. I love it. There's hardly any margin around the die there. So I'm going to put that down. I'm really going to stick that down, and if I want to, I can even put another piece up here so it doesn't move. I'm getting all tongue-tied. Generally, I try to make this scrap piece of paper smaller than what I'm cutting on, but this time I just made sure it's stuck down from those areas. And it'll be the same thing, just running it through, and then I'll do the same thing with her figure and then the skirt bottom. But let's... Oh, I was like, what happened? This thing slipped out. Alright. You guys. Awesome. Okay, I'll be right back. Awesome. So we have our little skirt, and look at that. I got it right on there as far as where I need to color. Guys, I panned out and I did it really fast, so I don't want you guys to get woozy from that. So in the meantime, I made a slimline card base just with some craft card, and then I cut this piece of paper that I really wanted to look very textile-y, very like napkin placemat, I don't know, something like that. So I cut this one. So this is my slimline size that I prefer is 8.5 by 3.5, so there's an 8.5 piece of paper by 7, scored 3.5 on that 7-inch side. This piece of paper here is cut to 3 3/8 by 8 3/8, so just under, you know, 1/8 of an inch under this size is all around. And since I want this to look like super artsy and just fun, I'm going to also place, oh, see guys, I'm telling you, I try to keep this clean, but I'm going to place this guy on here just for funsies. So this is a geometric background. So I'm going to take a moment to put glue all over the back of this and then just lay it right over the top, okay? So I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. So cool. And then we're going to bring our little lady over, and we just, you know, I haven't put her together quite yet, but we're just going to glue that together. And maybe we'll put her here with some, you know, the sentiments here. So let's think about putting her together. I'm just going to put glue on her body and put her little skirt. Look at that. That's so cute. And then again, I'll put glue like here, kind of missing that area because I don't know how far down that actually goes, or even this part. And maybe put a little glue on here, and we'll place that on her. And yeah, I put a little too much glue on her arms, I think. Maybe bring it down a little bit, right up there. Okay, and I'm gonna let this free float, but if you want to put glue there, you can also put glue under this, the apron part. I'll be right back, guys. You know, I just made myself a little tag using the tag die that I always have right here in front of me from the Celebration Cracker set. I love this tag. Great size. So I think I'm going to have her there. I'm going to anchor her with the tag, and I'm going to go ahead and run it through one of these new embossing folders. So I will do that and just give it some texture, and I'll be right back. Right. Oh yeah. Check that out. Lots of texture again, deboss, emboss, side, whatever it is that you want. And I'm putting that there because I do want to put my little lettering with white letters, or with white paper. And so this will make that white paper pop more. So we have that. And so let's think. What do I want to stamp? Aw. Okay, we're... That's so cute. Always laugh when you can. It's cheaper than medicine. It's cheap medicine. I'm just going to pick one of these guys to stamp, and I'll be right back. I just would recommend, if you're going to do this and you want to cut it down, stamp it like at the top of like a flat piece of paper, just so you can cut it down later and have a better go at it. And then I did squeeze it a little bit too hard over here, so I just stamped it again. All I did was turn it over. Funny enough is that you might want to have a few pieces or stamp it a few times, depending on how you want to cut up your words. So actually what I'm going to do is take a little bit off the top. So I'm just going to take that off just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Let me do a little bit more. So this part, again, depends on what you're looking for. You know. Yeah, I have both of them. And then, let's see. I guess I can cut both of them down on this one. Just keep it, again, straight. Just depends on how much white space do you want on your wording, you know? Because then after this, I'm just going to cut things up as I feel like. So I would just take like my little scissors and, you know, don't let aging get you down. It's too hard to get back up, so you can definitely cut it like right here if you wanted, right? Or if you wanted the lettering to be, or even smaller, maybe you do no aging, get you down, cut it here, and then cut the other one. So let me put these things away and then we'll finish up our card. I for sure want my tag kind of in here, and then our little gallop here. So I'm just going to put some glue on this. Pretty good amount since it is textured and all of that. Put her there for now. Maybe a little bit lower. If you want to put little, you know, baker's twine or whatever there, that'd be great too. She has texture to her already just because the way I left her skirt kind of free-flowing and things. So if you want to pop her up, you know, just leave it glued down. However is it you want to do it. I think I'm just going to glue it down. Glue her straight down here. Like I said, I feel like she has texture just because of her little apron dress here. And then it has that layer from her legs to this, you know, so it just separates everything out. Okay, and then, you know, how do I want this to be? Do I want just the 2 rows of words? Something like that. Do you want to be more fun? Cut it up a little bit. I kind of want it to be straight like that, but I'm going to play with it just for a second. Because if I go like this, it kind of goes with the tag, and I don't want that one to be a little more fun. I mean, you can do that too, or you can do it like this and then that. It's always fun to have some different, move it around a little bit, you know. And again, like I said, if you want to cut these words up, cut this, then you have several different pieces, kind of like they're showing here. Right? So however it is that you want to cut it up is going to be really fun. So let me look at this. I'll be right back. Like that, and just put them here. So it's a little bit different from what I had planned initially. And we can also pop them up if you want that to be more of a focal point too. Oopsie. Actually, let me see, do I want... Yeah, something like that. Okay. And that is my card. Fun and artsy, and honestly the coloring is very easy. The images are a pretty good size so that it's very easy to color them. So there it is. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links in the description box. I'll have some images coming up, and thank you so much, Die and Press, for sending these items for review. Lots of texture on that one, really fun and artsy. Alright guys, I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.